generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on the set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed, fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up, won't get a feel up, is she in feeler? Food in the freezer, them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy, them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working, down for the salary. Everyday in gym, burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler?
I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. So here's the crusher, Sergey Kovalev. Here comes one of the best light heavyweights to ever do it, Sergey Kovalev, known as the Crusher. While everyone refers to this man as Crusher, if you ask him, he describes himself as, quote, just a regular boxer. I doubt many of his opponents would agree with that assessment. And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best to ever do it, a multi-time light heavyweight world champion.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Russia, here is the three-time light heavyweight champion of the world, the hard-hitting Sergey "Crusher" Kovalev. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Florida, here is the three-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. They exchange punches. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. How about that time counter shot? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Nice counter shot. How will these two fighters handle the outdoors. We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice your back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that straight left. Catch and shoot. That hook was off target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Kovalev that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Just keep him on. Come on, do you want to win this fight? I need to get back out there.
And there's the bell for round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well done with that counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching every move, that every drill.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Good counter. Kovalev is hurt. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the look.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You whoop.
Good round.
There's the bell to start round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Down goes Tarver. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your blood.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Great work. Stay focused.
Birdie, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Great work. Great work. And move that.
Here we go to the fourth round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. He threw a punch and just got countered. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. That jab doesn't find a home. A perfect counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. That counter shot lands. Talk about Kovalev that last round.
What's he doing?
At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need it.
I need you to focus on what you're doing.
There's the bell for round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. You know that bell was sweet music.
Calm yourself. Come on.
There's the bell to start round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Misses with that uppercut. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
I guess showboating is part of their plan. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
And he scores with the counter. Good counter punch. Talk about Kovalev that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second.
Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch. Misses with the straight left. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
These two were made for each other. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Kovalev that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to?
Get your boxing back together.
Round 8, and we're off again. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That big hook doesn't land. And he just misses with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. His stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. And the crusher goes down. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Great. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick.
Mr. Smith, what you doing? Come on, the fight's not over yet.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
There's a counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
His stamina is off the charts. He misses with that jab. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. That bell could not have come
To win this round. Get him out.
It's round 10. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Incredible work rate. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Good counter punching. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? And this fight is over. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
I've got to see that again.
Are you all right?
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.